Hey everybody, it's Dion with the Salt River Diabetes Prevention Services Program, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a kettlebell swing. The kettlebell swing is the staple movements of kettlebell training. So before we progress to any other movements such as the snatch or the clean, we want to make sure that we have a really good kettlebell swing. So in order to do a proper kettlebell swing, we want to make sure that we are hip hinging properly. And if you've seen my previous videos on primal movements, you'll know that the hip hinge is one of our primal movements. So it's very important that we learn how to do a hip hinge properly. Now to assist us in that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this PVC pipe, 5-foot long PVC pipe, and what I'm going to do is, if you look at me from the side, I want to stand tall and upright in what's called a neutral position, okay? And we can fix that neutral position by placing the PVC pipe in the middle of our back, right at our tailbone to the top of our head, and I want it to be connected in that area right there. So from there, when I have the PVC pipe up against my back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hip hinge, meaning I'm only going to bend from my hips. I'm going to get a slight bend in my knees, and all my movement is coming right in my hips. So I'm driving my butt back and standing straight up. So it's very important to remember to have that neutral spine when we're doing a hip hinge, okay? Don't round the back and don't flex your spine. Keep a neutral spine throughout the entire movement. One thing that's important to note when doing a kettlebell swing is we do not want to squat. A swing is not a squat. You'll hear me say that often. A swing is not a squat. So the two positions that are going to be used in the kettlebell swing is one, the hip hinge that we just went over. The second one is a standing plank. So I'm going to be standing up tall and mimicking a push-up position, where a push-up position is we're here, but the standing plank is I'm going to have my hands together and I'm going to have my legs shoulder width apart. That's our second position. Now getting from this position here to our top swing position is very crucial, okay? So the movement we're going to use is we're going to work backwards. I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to bring my arms down, let my arms and my biceps connect into my rib cage, and then I'm going to drive back into my hip hinge. Stand up quick, squeeze the glutes, standing up tall, arms coming down, connecting into my rib cage, hips back, neutral spine, driving up, arms down, connect to the rib cage, hips back, standing up. One thing you may have noticed is my breathing as well. My breathing was very forceful. I'm giving a quick, forceful, aggressive breath. So the kettlebell swing is a ballistic movement, so we want to have a very forceful breath. Think a boxer or people in combat sports, when they throw a punch, they're going to give a forceful, aggressive breath with each punch they throw. It's the same thing here. With each swing, we want a forceful, aggressive breath with each swing. So when we're starting a kettlebell swing, we want to start and stop at the same position. They actually want to mirror each other. So what I'm going to do to start my kettlebell swing is I'm going to actually stand about a foot behind my kettlebell, and I'm going to drive my hips back, neutral spine. I'm going to grab my kettlebell, tilt it towards me. I'm looking over the top of the kettlebell. I'm going to swing it back, drive up, bring it back into my hips, and set it back down. We want the start and stop position to mirror each other. So it's going to look like this. So now that we have gone over the mechanics, we've gone over the hip hinge, and we've gone over our breathing, our start and stop position. Now we can tie it all together. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna start standing behind the kettlebell, drive my hip back into a hip hinge. I got a neutral spine, put the kettlebell back. I'm gonna do 8 swings.